That's close enough. Kill the lights and radio comets. Pure stealth from here on in.
It's been a long time, Snake.
I should have known you were behind this. Colonel, what do you want from me?
I just invited you here so we could have a talk. Don't move a muscle!
What the?
Sorry if they were a little rough with you. But we've got a serious situation here, Snake. Only you can get us out of it.
I'm retired from Foxhound, Colonel Campbell. I don't have to take orders from you or anyone else.
You'll take these orders.
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by Next Generation Special Forces, being led by members of Foxhound. They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss, and they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Who's she?
Dr. Naomi Hunter, the unit's chief medic and expert in gene therapy.
So what exactly are the terrorists demanding?
A corpse. Or to be more specific, cell specimens which contain the individual's genetic information.
Why would they want that?
Gene therapy. To significantly enhance their next generation special forces.
The military has been working towards identifying those genes which are responsible for making effective soldiers. We can then splice those genes into regular soldiers.
But it all depends on being able to isolate and identify those soldier genes.
And in order to do that, it's useful to study the genetic information of the man they call the greatest warrior of the 20th century.
You don't mean Big Boss.
That's right. So far, we've discovered about 60 soldier genes. His genetic information is a priceless gift to mankind.
Snake, we can't hand over his body. It's more strategically important than any weapon of mass destruction.
Who are these terrorists?
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, a beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake?
Yes, and we believe you are the only person who can stand against him.
Colonel, why are you getting involved in this?
Because, as a former squad commander, there aren't many people who know Foxhound as well as I do.
Is that the only reason?
I'll be frank, a person very dear to me is being held hostage. My niece, Meryl. Several soldiers were reported missing the day of the revolt, and she was called in as an emergency replacement.
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV.
You will have 2 mission objectives. First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the President of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages. Secondly, you're to investigate whether or not the terrorists have the ability to make a nuclear strike and stop them if they do.
After the SDV gets as close as it can, dispose of it. From there on, you'll have to swim.
In sub-zero Alaskan water.
Don't worry, that suit represents the latest advances in polythermal technology. And that shot I gave you, it contains an anti-freezing peptide so your blood and other bodily fluids don't freeze. It also contains nootropics to improve your mental functioning and normal machines to replenish. Adrenaline, nutrition, and sugars.
If you need to, contact me by codec. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
This is a top secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Stay alert. It'll be through here. I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
That's him. Liquid Snake. Other than a difference in skin tone, he could be my twin. Background murky, but one thing's for sure. He's the enemy. The solid versus the liquid. Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you.
Good. Not many guards here. This should be easy. And the elevator's back. Time to make my move. Almost too easy. But I've got a feeling things are about to get trickier. It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea, but it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system.
Be careful, Snake. The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene therapy. Make sure you don't let them see you. The DARPA chief was injected with the same GPS transmitting nanomachines as you. He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is. If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy. What about the air duct near the door?
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Looks clear.
You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
How could I forget? It's okay though. I just found some chaffs. A SOCOM and an M9. Looks like a storeroom over there. I'm gonna check it out. A surveillance camera? Gonna have to stay low. Okay, Colonel. I got some more pineapples. I'm fairly well stocked for the time being. Better to let sleeping guards lie. I'll head for the upper vent. Colonel, I made it to the landing, but it's hot. I'm going to have to take one out. Target neutralized. Done. The way to the upper vent's clear now. I'm going in.
I moved the DARPA chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They are about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft. Thanks for the info, boys.
Shut those covers as soon as they are done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
An intruder? Where?
He's already downed 3 people. They say he's using stealth too. I want you to increase the security detail on the chief.
What? Stealth? There's an intruder besides me. Colonel, it sounds like things just got a lot more complicated.